What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, coming to you with a quick video. Make sure you check out my website, analysisplayground.com. It'll be in the comment section below. Also, the description there you can find NBA tributes, highlights, rookie analysis, summer league analysis, and NBA breakdowns. Also, hot topics and everything basketball. What's good, YouTube? This your boy Quinn Wade, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vendor here, coming to you with a quick video on the top 10 decks. We're going to start it off at number 10 is Mermails. The deck won a regionals, won top a couple YCSs and a couple regionals. The deck is definitely one of the best. One of the best things about the Mermail deck is that it consistently tops without getting hit by the ban list. I know it got slaughtered with the Dragoons going to one, the Deep going to one, the DeLorean going to one, but the deck is still viable. It's still topping. It's still winning, and it's one of the best decks to play just because you don't have to worry about it getting hit. It's like you can play competitive. You can still top. You can still potentially win a tournament, and you don't have to worry about it getting hit. That's one of the biggest reasons why Mermails is a viable choice for anybody, because you can continue to play it and don't have to fear about the ban list hitting it, because it hasn't got hit in a couple ban lists. Number 9 is DDD. A lot of people don't have this on their deck list, but this deck has been topping a lot of regionals. It topped the YCS too. It's been super consistent. It's explosive. It can do a variety of plays. You can go into Fusion of Seas or Synchros. Ragnarok is too good. Thomas is what they needed. Genghis is what they needed to explode and put more monsters on board and to put much damage. It does a lot of damage to you. It can win games in 2 turns. Like, they can put a lot of damage on board and attack for game in the next turn. It can clear back row because of the seed. It's just too good. Number 8 is Cosmos. Only reason why I got it low because there's a couple decks that's better. I know Dark Destroyer and E-Telly going to one don't kill the deck. It's still good. You can always play the Demise version for consistency. I love Cosmos. I actually played the deck. I actually had the deck. It's still a viable choice, and is another good cheap deck that you can throw together and still top with. So it's a good deck to play. Number 7 is Metal Foes, Yang Zings. The deck is super explosive. It's super consistent. They all floaters, so you can always get advantage back. You don't really lose that much advantage. You can pop your monsters. Even pure Yang Zings going to be good because they got that Solemn Judgment coming out. So you can even play the Yang Zings without the Metal Foes, but I always thought Yang Zings was okay, but now they actually a good deck, like literally scary. Like, I lost to it because of that Solemn Judgment card. He had 2 to 3 in his deck. I don't know how many he had, but he had 2 on me, and it stopped so many plays. Yang Zings is explosive, but they have back row to help the explosive plays. Like, it's hard to recover against the deck. They put a lot of monster on board, remove a lot of your stuff, and then you have to find a way to come back on top of the monster. You have back row. The deck is very good. Number 6 is Pepe, just because they still have Radish Horse, they still have Phoenix for the low scales, they have Mirage Dragons for the high scales, including the Unicorn. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon can still win games because you can still increase with Radish Horse and increase with the other ones. The deck still has viable options. It still has Luster that can go into Nister and Dynaster and even Master Ascending Pendulum that allow you to search out even more pieces, and on top of that, special summon some from your deck. So the deck is still explosive. It still got non-targeting effects. It still got beat sticks. It still can OTK. It's still one of the top 6 decks. Number 5, I got Cleatford Demise, only because it got a good matchup against Burning Abyss. It got a good matchup against Yang Zing. It got a good matchup against Blue Eyes. And it has a good matchup against Cyber Angels because they need to use Ben 10 and the spell cards to keep their monster alive. And Necro Valley Soul Drain stops them from doing that. And another card that hurts the decks a lot is Skill Drain. Wins a lot of games because it negates a lot of monsters' effects. Then you got Necro Valley and Soul Drain to stop the graveyard effects. It's hard for this deck to lose in general. That's why I had to put it above all the other decks, just because of the traps and the spells are game-winning cards. And then you got Demise to up the consistency. If you don't draw a scout, you can still set up your field because of card of Demise, and you also have Power Duality to help you out. Some people even start playing Into the Void to even draw even more cards. But with that being said, this deck can set up. It has so much back row strikes, warning, skill drain, soul drain, Necro Valley. It can win you games, and it's cheap. And on top of that, well, it's not cheap, but you can play this deck and don't have to worry about it getting hit, because the only card that got hit in the deck was Stormforth, and you only need to play one anyway. And some people don't even play the one in the main deck; they decided to. They don't even play the one. So with that being said, Cleaforth is another deck that only got touched by the ban list, which was Stormforth, and some people don't even play it. Number 4 is PK Fire. That's self-explanatory. Number 3 is Metalfoe Magic Spectre. Just because they can go into Infinity, they can OTK. They have Kieran, and they have super consistent plays with the traps and the monsters, being able to recruit some stuff to keep stuff on the board. And on top of that, it has power cards like Kieran and Cyber Infinity that can win games on their own. And it has searching ability for consistency. They even got painful decision to search out their scales, high and low. So that's pretty scary. Number 2 is Cyber Angels, just because Herald wins games. Ouroboros picks your hand apart and it stops cards on the field. And they have instant rank 4 accessibility, which means they can out pretty much everything. And they can always keep cards for Herald in their hands. So if they have trouble getting over something, they can always negate something and you stuck. And they can do it multiple times in the turn. And the cards they have, they can always get them back. And Herald can get protected by the spell card just in case you run it over or Raigeki it. You can always use a spell card, remove it from play, and negate his destruction. Number 1 is Blue Eyes. The deck has so much versatility. It has Spirit. It has Azure Eyes. It has the Beat Sticks in Blue Eyes, the original. It has alternative that can get rid of monsters. Spirit of White can remove back row and problematic pendulum scales. They also got Return of the Dragon Lord that can bring monsters back for free and protect them. And they have Melody of the Awakened Dragon that allows them to search out their alternative. And sometimes people play Max. It can also search out Max too. And the ability to play Max or the ability to play Cyber Infinity, those are game winning cards, because if you go first with Max you go second with Max and they don't know what you're playing, you can go Max and attack their face down monster or attack them for 4K, or sometimes you can even attack them and bring out you can bring out alternative and do like 7K first turn, or even double Pearson. They put a card face down because they don't know you playing Max. So that inability to play Affinity is disgusting, because Affinity can win games on its own. And on top of that, you can summon more monsters that turn and eat their monster and even do direct damage that time too. So with that being said, those are top 10 decks of Yu-Gi-Oh to me. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Quinn Way Yu-Gi-Oh Bender signing out.